Hi everybody, welcome back to the audio video room. Today is going to be a crazy kind of video for me, something I've never done before. I'm going to show you exactly how I make custom mixtapes. Now, the mixtape I'll be making today is on reel-to-reel, one of these guys back here, my Akai 4000D. It can be the other one. This is the older model, and this is the newer of the two models that I have. You can also do this from the record player. You could do this from the cassette player. You could do this from down here is the 8-track player. Any of these can be done in any of these formats, but today I'm going to focus on the reel-to-reel. What'll I be recording? Well, I stumbled across a bunch of rare Guns N' Roses stuff that I didn't have, and I'm going to show you what I do when I don't have the money to buy records, or the holidays are coming up, I need to make some gifts for some people, and this is the sort of thing that I do. So let's get to it. Let's see exactly what I do to get the end product, and then we'll come back and I'll wrap it up for you. Okay, so basically I'm just going to explain real quick what I do to get the music from the computer to the reel-to-reel. I use the headphone out jack and I run it to a switcher in the back of my rack that goes directly to a reverb unit that splits between my two reel-to-reels. So I can go back and forth from these reel-to-reels or connect anything from the system to the reels or the cassette player or even an 8-track. And I have done 8-track mixes. I have a recordable 8-track player and I have some blank 8-tracks. So I like to do these crazy things. That's where the hobby part of this comes in. So what I'm doing today is trying to get some unreleased Guns N' Roses tracks that were from the locker room leaks, and I'm putting them on reel-to-reel along with the two new songs, Atlas and Nothing. So what I've done is output, input directly to this, mixed everything flat with an EQ that it's on the computer. So this is digital to analog, but like I said, this is for me and this is my hobby, and I just want the songs in some form of analog, which is my reel-to-reel. So after I have it all queued up and I've checked the levels on my VUs and I've got it to source, which is the computer, I made sure all my switches are set. I've got it running smoothly, sounds clean. I then hit, which I've preset up into record mode. I hit the pause button and then I hit the space bar on my computer and the song should link up. So that's it. I'm not going to play too much, but you can see it is recording and it's coming from the computer. Okay, once you have the tracks you want lined up, which I have, I've gone ahead and put Atlas and Nothing on the reel. I'm going to keep going, and you want to keep track and write them down on a piece of paper or whatever you want to do to keep track of them, so you know the tracks are in order, because I'll eventually print up a playlist for this reel. But what I'm going to do now is I have a prearranged playlist on YouTube labeled Guns N' Roses, and it has all the tracks that have leaked and or demos or rough mixes or anything rare, live even. And I've lined up the second one from the leaks called Monsters, and I'm going to put that after Atlas and Nothing and keep going from there. I'm just showing you the sort of process of how I do these compilation reels. So I've got it all lined up. All I have to do is release the pause and hit play, and we're on to the next track. So this is the next track, Monsters. Okay, so I just wanted to show one more thing, which is this same process works whether you have cassettes or these are 8-tracks that are recordable 8-tracks, because everything is synced through this switch box. And it's basically a daisy chain system. And I just pick where I want the end to be. So if I wanted it to be cassette, I'd switch it so it goes to my cassette deck. If I wanted it to be on a 8-track, which is really cool to do as GIFs, I just put it so it goes to the 8-track. And it works the same way. I sync up the digital, I send it through this analog path, choose where it's going to end up, hit pause so it plays, and take off my pause on the record. So it's a pretty cool way you can make your own custom mixtapes with the newest things, and you basically end up with your own playlist or mixtape that only you owns. And I like to do it on reel to reel more than anything, but I've made plenty of cassette tapes and I've made plenty of 8 tracks as well. And you should see people's eyes when you give them an 8 track with the new Guns N' Roses mix. It's crazy. They really lose their mind. So the end product that I have, this is my take-up reel. I've done side A, and I'm going to go ahead and do side B as well. But I wanted to show you, I make notes on pieces of paper, and then I print them up. I went ahead and I got 10 tracks that have been unreleased to the public. Well, not exactly 10 tracks, 8, because the first 2 are Nothing and Atlas that were just released. But they're not available yet on any format other than streaming. So I went ahead and put them on the reel. But the other tracks, I've got Monsters, I've got a rough of Oh My God, I have Silkworms, which was the original Absurd. I have Going Down with Bumblefoot and Tommy Stinson on lead vocals. I've got RealDoll.com with Buckethead. It's an awesome track. I've got Sorry with Buckethead. I've got Mustache. A lot of this stuff is unreleased, and so I want to be able to listen to it. So I try to format it into a record, and then I put it on reel, or like I said, cassette tape or 8-track. Now, when all is done and I've got the recording all finished, often what I'll do is go ahead and make covers for them. You can see this is a blank reel. This is another Sony. This was a rare John Carpenter album that I knew someone that had, so I went ahead and put it on reel because the originals go for hundreds of dollars. And this is the Cisco version of Asia. Knew someone that had that Cisco version, so he let me borrow it and went ahead and put it on reel and then made a cover for it. Now, this is nothing fancy because this is just for me, but I wanted to show you what's possible in the realm of doing your own mixtapes, or in this case, mix reels. So I hope you found that interesting. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe this will push you to go ahead and do the same thing. Like I said, they're very common these days. Mixtapes are coming back, and this is just a fun way to put rare stuff on reel-to-reel, 8-track, or cassette tape. I've got a lot of them over here with live concerts. I've got video versions of songs that are different. I've got unreleased demos, everything from Tangerine Dream concerts to Led Zeppelin outtakes. It's up to you. Sky's the limit. So thank you for visiting the audio video room today, and I hope you enjoyed it and had some fun. As always, like and subscribe, and we will see you next time in the audio video room.